Negative exponents are a little strange because we would expect the negative to kind of appear somewhere else if we get rid of it in the exponent, but that just doesn't happen. So something like choice C just will never be right. They like to lure us in because we feel like that negative can't just disappear entirely, but it does. That's how this works. In order to make it go away, we move the term to the top. So what's going to happen is x to the negative 3 is going to move into the top of the fraction and become x to the positive 3, x to the third. Notice, though, that the 2 doesn't move. And that's because the exponent isn't on the 2, it's on the x. The 2 has its own exponent, which we kind of ignore because it's 2 to the first. If the 2 was in parentheses with the x and then both of them were raised to the negative 3, that's a different story, but that's almost never going to happen. So to be clear what the rule is, if you have a negative exponent, you can make it disappear by moving the term within a fraction. So that's still true even when we don't even have a fraction to start. In this case, x to the negative 2 could become 1 over x squared. The negative disappears because we're moving the term within a fraction. And remember, every number can be a fraction if we want it to be. Even something like x to the negative 2, we could put it over 1 and suddenly there you go, we're in a fraction and we're moving this term from the top to the bottom. So that's really what negative exponents do. They let us move within a fraction, which is kind of hard to wrap our brains around. So you're better off just memorizing the rule, not asking too many questions about it. And when it does come up in the SAT, the most common trap is something like choice C, where they try to make the negative appear somewhere else. That's not going to happen. If it disappears, it disappears. That's it.